Welcome back to Weirdo the Cat in p5js. I wanted to show you all something that is really important conceptually to understand. This is not, this example doesn't do much of anything, but well, it does do a lot of something, but it's not like a flashy anything. What this does is it shows you how to uh, access and copy pixels from one array to another. So what you see right here is actually a copy of the Weirdo the Cat image. It's not the actual image itself. This is becomes really important when you're doing stuff like manipulating images, or you're trying to figure out thresholds for something, or asking differences between things. And in video, it really comes in really handy to be aware of how all this stuff works. So I've got a variable here for my image, and then I've got one that's called image copy. So this is actually going to be empty when we start, and this is what's going to hold the initial image. So you can see in the preload, I'm saying image, load image, create my canvas, and then we get a couple freebies with working with images. So here I've got these variables, image width, image height, so that actually gives me the width and height of the image once it's loaded. And I'm just storing these into these two variables here that that I want to access later on, because they just make things a lot easier for me. Here I'm saying I'm doing this thing where we load the pixels. So I'm loading the pixels from my image into an image, or like a pixel array. And you'll notice that I'm saying image.load pixels. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a pixel array just for this image. In another example, I created a pixel array for the entire canvas. This one does not have anything to do with the canvas. It's just for this image. So I load it, and then here when I say update pixels, that basically gets them ready to be used. This is, again, you saw this when I used set before. This is like if you're ready to like do something with them, you need to call up, or after you've done something with them, before you use them, you want to call update pixels. And here I've got this other thing, image copy, and I'm using this function called create image. And what create image does is it creates a space inside of the computer's memory that is empty at the given width and height that you give it. So this right here matches my original image exactly in terms of its dimensions. And it's just an empty copy, right? There's just nothing inside of there. It's just, it's blank. If I were to go and ask for the content of this right now, I'd get undefined. There's just nothing there. Then I load the pixel array, right? So all of a sudden it just instantiates everything inside of there. And then I update the pixels, which means that it's ready to like do something with it. And then in the draw loop here, all I'm doing is I'm iterating through the pixel array, and for the image, so I'm saying image.pixels.length. So remember, when you call pixels, it just spills everything out into one big long array. And then I'm setting the value of my image copy to the value of the original image. I'm updating the pixels to copy them over, or to display them, and then I draw it. And so you can see right here, I'm drawing my image copy, which I never loaded anything, right? Those aren't loaded anywhere. Like there's not a picture that I'm loading into it. Instead, I'm just copying the pixels one by one. So this gives us the opportunity to do stuff with this. If we wanted to try out something, I don't know what's going to happen here, right? So then we get this sort of like faded version of the cat, because I'm having the value of all the pixels. That includes the alpha, right? So if I wanted to ignore the alpha, I could say if I mod 3 equals 0. So that's the the alpha channel, right? Then just do a straight copy, else, and then we'll say, divided by 2. And so we'll still get a something, right? It's just going to look, there we go. So there, now we've got, there's our cat. If I wanted to do this on I could do this on just like the red, the green, or the blue pixels too. I'm just, really whatever works for you, right? But so here's a lighter cat. So yeah, this the pixels accessing things through the pixel array is like I said, it's something that becomes super handy when you want to start to do image manipulation. We'll look at some other examples of using this in the future, but I just wanted to have this out here so you could see how that works.